Why do we let the one thing we don't have affect how we feel about everything we have? Why do we let the one thing we don't have affect how we feel about everything we have? An iconic quote I heard from Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, and it's just been stuck, it just hit the spot, it's been stuck in my head ever since, and today I want to talk about it. Because I feel like this is one of the most natural human tendencies. I do it, you do it. It's just always that one person that doesn't care about it, that one job that we don't have, that one opportunity that we don't have, something that we don't have is just like, I would be so happy if I just had this. It's not just the big things like a person or an opportunity, as I just said. It's literally the daily things. It's like the one thing we don't get that day, or the one thing that doesn't work out our way. We're like, my day is going so bad because this one thing did work out. And it takes so much maturity and it takes so much like accountability to come out of it and be like, wow, like the other 99 things really worked out for me today. If one thing makes us feel sad and one thing makes us feel happy, and we literally have 99 things that make us feel happy, that happiness should multiply. Like we should literally be like overpowering the sadness like significantly. But I think we just don't hype and gratify the happy things enough for them to make us happy, and we just let the sad thing be too overpowering and affect everything we have and how we feel. And another reason I feel like we do this is because it's so easy to literally put the whole accountability on the thing you don't have. Like if today you have everything you want and you just don't feel good, you're like, why do I not feel good? And instead of reflecting on that, introspecting, understanding, and trying to fix that, or just doing something to make yourself feel better, we're just giving power to the thing we don't have so that we don't have to take accountability for our happiness, so that we have something to blame at the end of the day for being bitter. And that is just not it. More than that, I just feel like that just leads us to forgetting all things we have, because I feel like you're never gonna have everything you want at the same time. And I get how people are like, I can have everything I want, and that is true. I have that mindset, but all I'm saying is like nothing's perfect, right? So you can have like the most ideal situation, like 99 things out of 100 can go your way and you can have the most ideal situation, and that is the definition of I can have everything I want. But you cannot assure that you're going to have 100 on 100 things however hard you try. And if you have those 100 things by some means, and like there's a moment you feel like this is perfect, I literally have everything I need, that's great. But that's not always the case, right? Like that's not always the reality. That's not always the ideal situation. Doesn't always play out. So all I want to know is that when that ideal situation doesn't play out but you still have those 99 things, then how are we so quick to let that one thing we don't have affect how we feel about everything we have? And that's just crazy to me, because I swear to God, the moment you stop putting your happiness for all your feelings towards that thing is gonna work out. I'm not saying that you do this just so it works out, because if you do it with the expectation, like if you let things go with the expectation that like if I let it go it's gonna work out, it's not gonna work out. Like you're gonna have to diligently just be like, I let it go. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if you have that subconscious expectation that like, if I let it go, it might happen, but every time you like don't chase, you attract, that's not gonna happen, girl. So girl, literally just let whatever is the one thing that you feel like you're basing your entire feelings and your life and your happiness on, just let it go. Like be present in the moment and think about everything that you have, and say that this opportunity that you don't have does come around. Think about all the time that you would have wasted, and like all the things you could have been so happy about you wasted because you don't have that one thing. And you know what I've realized is that it's never just this one thing. Like there's two aspects to this. If you want a job, right, and you are not getting that job, you're just trying out for the longest time and you're not landing it, and you just feel like this is the base of my happiness, like I would be so happy the day I get this, right? First of all, is never on one thing. Like once you get that job, there's gonna be something else that you're gonna want, and then you're totally gonna forget about that job. So think about it that way. Like so many things that you have right now out of the 99 things are things that you based your happiness on before, when you didn't have this. Like say one thing out of these 99 things was the thing that you did not have and you based your happiness on, and now you have it. It's a part of your 99 things, but now you're focused on something else because you have it. So that changes the dynamic. And as I said, it's all a cycle, because we just want to put accountability on things we don't have. So when you get something and then you're like, okay, now I got this thing that I thought and I said would make me happy, and I do feel happy, but then 4 days later you're just like, back to feeling normal again, and you don't want to confront your feelings, or you don't feel okay and you are like, I don't want to find out the reason, so you just find another thing to put the blame on. Like, now this is a new thing, because when you really think about it, throughout your life, is it just one thing that you didn't have that made you feel like this is affecting everything I have? No, right? Like, it's always changing, and that just should make you realize how fleeting this feeling is, because that way we're never going to feel fulfilled if we just keep focusing on something that we do not have. So I just think it's high time to like take a step back and really be happy for all the things we have, because literally dwelling on those things is just wasting your time, literally not giving you any gain. And if you're feeling this way, you're basing your happiness on one person or opportunity that you don't have, literally, girl, snap out of it, because feeling bad about it is okay, but then ruining good moments or ruining good things that you currently have in your life is just not okay. And I feel like I personally have been doing that for the last few months. Say I'm literally going to an event, right? I'm going to an event that I manifested, like with some great brand, in a cab in Mumbai, and I'm just living my dream life, like living my city girl life, and I'm just in the cab crying over something. Like, think about how everything is working out for you and you're just there in the center, like not even being grateful about it. The more grateful you are, the more things the universe gives to you to be grateful for. It's literally time to take a step back and think about all the times that you let something affect your happiness, and when you had it, you found something else to let affect your happiness. Am I making sense? I hope I am. And a lot of the times I feel like when we base our happiness so much and we put our pressure so much on this one thing we don't have, it's just the simple fact that we do not have it more than the actual thing, and the grass is always greener on the other side. And that future moment of having it, we can just be like, when I have this, like I can imagine myself being happy. But if you're not happy right now, you're not going to manifest more happiness in the future. And I feel like maybe I've used the word happy, like I've just thrown it around too lightly, and if I have, I just mean content. Don't let things that you don't have affect how you feel about everything you have, because you have so many things to be grateful for, so many opportunities, and I feel like we throw all of that away for things that we do not have. So yeah, like take a minute, sit back, and this is just your reminder to be happy about what you have, but literally go be a little grateful. Write 3 things you're grateful for right now, and if I catch you sulking about that one thing that's not working out, like, girl, I'm gonna come for you.